on your mind when you're thinking about Bali? Holiday, honeymoon, waves, lobster, sunset, or slightly endless party? Well, you're not wrong at all. But today, I'm going to tell you one thing that you might be know but you missed in the beginning. The culture. Hi, my name is Daffa, and today I would like to explain about some culture in Bali. Actually, there are so many types of culture that you can find in Bali, but today we will focus on the famous one and maybe the most prominent ever, that is Tari Kecak. But before we start, allow me to give you some little information about Bali. Bali is one of the national provinces in Indonesia, which is established on 14 August 1958. Back in the day, Bali was the place where Hinduism spread massively, coupled with massive exodus of Hindus that came from other places, especially from the island of Java, has turned Bali into the only Hindu majority provinces in Indonesia, and it's remained going on until now. That's also explain why most of cultures and traditions in Bali are hugely influenced by Hinduism. Next to the topic, as I mentioned before, Tari Kecak is a traditional dance in Bali which is very popular for those who ever went to Bali, or at least for those who ever heard about Bali. And because its popularity, Tari Kecak is not only known by Balinese or Indonesian, but also worldwide. Even many countries has been practicing this dance. And the question is, how did this happen? Let's take a look to the history of Tari Kecak. The story of this dance begins in 1930s when a German painter, Walter Spies, worked together with an artist from Bali, Wayan Limber, to create this dance. This dance was inspired by traditional ritual of Bali called Sanghyang, but added with some story of Ramayana. In the beginning, this dance was only intended for Western tourist audiences and mainly played in Bali. But with help from Wayan Limber, this dance then became popular when he was arranging international touring performances by Balinese group. And then these tours helped Tari Kecak internationally known. Some of you may be asking, what kind of Ramayana stories that added into Tari Kecak? But don't worry, because we will talk about that after this. After we know about history of Tari Kecak, then we will talk about Tari Kecak itself based on this question. What exactly Tari Kecak is? How to do Tari Kecak? What story and the moral messages from Tari Kecak? So basically, Tari Kecak, or usually called fire dance, is a mass entertainment dance that play with at least 50 men who sit and dance in circle and left the empty space in central to be filled by the protagonist character. All these men only wear black and white checkerboard sarong as their clothes and make some sound simultaneously that will be heard as jak, 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 like this. In the modern culture, we recognize this group vocal of music as a cappella because Tari Kecak is not using any single one of music instrument. And during performances, then there are some people who will play as character from the story of Ramayana. They are Rama, Sinta, Hanuman, and Rahwana. The story in Tari Kecak is a little bit complicated to tell, but I will try to make it more simple for you to understand. The story of Tari Kecak is about Rama, who is in his mission to find his wife, Sinta, who has been kidnapped by Rahwana. Rama, who is assisted by Hanuman, then found the place where Sinta was kidnapped. Hanuman then burned down the place, but suddenly he is surrounded by Rahwana and his troop, which represents like this. In the beginning, Rama was defeated, but it does not change his will to save Sinta. Rama then praying and try again, and in the end, Rama is successfully saved his wife. So the moral story from the Tari Kecak is, sincere love will prevail with prayer and effort. If you have some plan to go to Bali and you would like to watch Tari Kecak as part of your trip, you can watch it in several locations. For the examples are Pura Luhur Uluwatu, Tanah Lot, and Garuda Wisnu Kencana Cultural Park. For the starting price of 30,000 to 100,000 rupiah, or just 3 to 10 bucks, you can enjoy the show. And of course, the prices may vary in other locations. Trust me, by watching Tari Kecak, you will gain experience that you will never seen before, and of course, it will completely blowing up your mind. And if you really want to learn Tari Kecak, you can actually do it, because there are some places in Bali that open courses for you if you want to learn this dance. Or if you cannot go to Bali for now because the global pandemic, I think you can learn it independently from internet or maybe YouTube, because there are tons of videos that talk about that. So that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to keep yourself healthy. My name is Daffa. See you when I see you.